Game, begin.
Ahoy there, mates! Welcome aboard the VHS pirate ship, and welcome to my first unboxing video. And it's my first one because, well, I never really have a reason to do unboxing videos, but a great fan of the show gave me such a reason. Out of the goodness of his kind heart, he sent me this huge box of awesome VHS, and let me tell you, there is nothing dumb within it. Yes, when I opened this, I nearly shit. Well, I did shit. I mean, I knew this guy had good taste, but obviously I had no idea of the extent of that. I was astounded at what this guy sent me for no other reason other than he likes the show. So holy shit kebabs, a huge thank you going out to John over there at Mondo Cinema here on YouTube. You guys should check out that channel. There will be a link in the comments. So let's get started here. As soon as I opened this box, the first thing to greet me was the John Goodman classic, Matinee. And I've been wanting this tape for a long time, so good choice, John. It's like you knew somehow. And the next tape to lovingly smooch me in the face was Raiders of the Lost Ark. And at first, I didn't really think anything special of this. I said, hey, I can always use another one of these. But then I looked closer to realize there was a promotion for the Temple of Doom on it. Coming to theaters May of 1984, this thing is the first VHS distribution of Raiders of the Lost Ark. This is not the typical distribution you always find. It's not this one or this one. No, it's this one. Now, the tape says 1981, but I really think this is a 1984, and even back then, Paramount was goofy about dating their tapes. And then we have the Wild Bunch. I don't really know what to think about this one. I've never seen it. Looks like a Western. Nice little clamshell. I'll check this out sometime. And then we have another Primo tape with Raiders of Atlantis, a 1990 Video Treasures distribution. And you can just tell that this is one of those movies that hasn't been released on DVD, or at least yet, so it's really cool to have this. I mean, it could be on DVD now. I don't really care about DVDs. And then we have King Kong. Now, this is the remake with a smoking hot Jessica Lange. And here we have Ape. And I've always wanted Ape on tape, and now I have Ape on tape, thanks to John. And this is an awful movie that needs to be seen just based on the spectacle of it alone. And it stars the mom from Growing Pains, so what more could you want? And he also included the original VHS distribution of WrestleMania 6. And these old wrestling tapes are getting harder and harder to find. And it's in one of the old Coliseum Video big boxes. For some reason, they included this extra part that apparently you could store a beef stick in. I'm not sure what's going on with this. As you can see, the 1990 Survivor Series has the same feature, and yes, he included the 1990 Survivor Series as well. And if you're unaware, this was the Survivor Series where some nobody named The Undertaker first debuted. I don't know, you ever heard of him? And man, I tell you, I am a total fan of the MGM UA home video book boxes, and he included quite a few of these. Year of the Dragon, never seen it, nor have I heard of it, but I love it because it's in a book box. Rich Kids, I really don't know what to think about this. Never heard of it, never seen it, and honestly, I'm probably never going to watch it, but I love it because it's in a book box. And he included Penitentiary 2. Penitentiary 2 as well. And this could very well be one of the only other movies to star Ernie Hudson, other than Ghostbusters 1 and 2 and Congo. And also, this movie is a forgotten about Mr. T flick. And this great man included Silent Night, Deadly Night. And not just any old distribution of it. No, the original distribution, the USA Home Video Big Box. Great stuff. And here we have another book box, Network. Again, I've never heard of it. And I don't know, maybe I'll watch it. I'm not sure, but I love it because it's in a book box. I'm also a big fan of the early Warner Home Video clamshells, and here we have All the President's Men, a movie I've never seen, and honestly, I don't know, I might not watch this either, but I love having it. This is interesting here. In 1985, MGM Home Video released a series of tapes that were movies based on books. And as you can see, the clamshell cleverly looks like a book. And this, as you can see, is Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And this is an interesting thing here, a postmodern piece, a 2009 VHS. The VHS empire crumbled in 2006. So since then, there's been a lot of companies who have trying to get a resurgence of VHS, and Gorgon Home Video is one of them. Interesting that they would use a kid's clamshell for House of the Devil. Another great piece here, the remake of The Blob, the first VHS distribution. This is in a big box as well, and it really reminds you as to why the big box really didn't last, because it's a pain in the ass. I finally have a copy of White Zombie. I'm happy to have this. Another interesting piece here. A lot of us forget that Warner Home Video started off with book boxes of their own, and here we have the first VHS distribution of Magnum Force in the aforementioned Warner Home Video book box. Just a lot of great vintage stuff. I am just so happy with this. Oh, I forgot some things. Yeah, it doesn't end there. I still have some to go. Here's some more that I forgot. We got Evil Dead 2, a 1998 distribution. Looks a lot older, but it's fairly recent. Glad to have this. Always glad to have Evil Dead stuff. Here we have a movie that looks like it is a Double Dragon ripoff and should be a beat-em-up game, Savage Streets. The back there looks like a Joan Jett video, and you can just tell this is one of those movies that more than likely did not get a DVD release, or at least not yet. But again, I don't care about DVDs. Here we have another book box. It's still MGM, however, it was mainly distributed by Canon, and this was before Canon was hooked up with HBO. Before that, they were with MGM. Mission in Action 2, good stuff. So that about does it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you, Mondo Cinema, for this awesome box of mega tapes. It was great. Thank you. Be sure to hit subscribe, everybody. Take care out there, and I'll see you next time, only on Captain Adam's VHS Pirate Ship.